Hello everyone, Fancy here. You're watching FANTAVISION, and today I'm discussing another EA game that they're screwing up. And the game's not even out yet. It's Anthem. It's the game that everyone's talking about because the beta came out and it was a massive failure in so many different ways. I mean, it was buggy as hell. People were losing experience. People were getting the wrong drops. People were not getting drops. People couldn't get into the game for hours at a time in the beginning. I mean, they quoted thousands of bugs, and they said that they're not going to be able to address pretty much any of them for the next beta. They don't have time because there's so many problems with the game already. And it just baffles me that these online games, they're not getting them still. I mean, how many years has it been since online games have been created? I mean, it's been a long freaking time. World of Warcraft does decently whenever they release an expansion. I know they've also had their own problems, but they're part of the problem too then. We'll just group them in. Nobody has figured it out. Every online game seems to have a million issues at launch, and everybody just goes, well, it's an online game. It's just, you're going to expect that that's going to happen. Stop giving people excuses. They don't need the free excuses, especially EA, because they're not giving us anything free. Why is it that so many gamers constantly defend companies' bullshit? Stop defending them. I've seen so many different defenses for the bullshit they're already pulling with Anthem. Now, the bullshit, it's kind of bullshit that the demo's not working very well. The other bullshit is the $20 skins. Are you serious? What? $20 for a skin. $12 for an emote. And some people are defending this. I don't get it. Do you just not like your money? I don't understand whenever somebody defends this kind of bullshit. I don't get it. You don't have to buy it. Why the fuck are they putting it in the game then? If they don't want you to buy it, why are they putting it in the game? It just means there's more skins you can't get through normal progression. It means there's more skins you can't get with in-game money. Whenever they have those premium skins, that means you are never ever going to get that skin for free. That's what it means. And there's people defending this. Also, by bringing up that Fortnite has expensive skins. And it's stupid that the skins are that expensive in Fortnite. I don't really think anybody... I think the only reason that people really, accepted how expensive those skins are is because the game is free. The game is free. Anthem is a $60 game. This is a AAA premium game. And they're still charging all these different microtransactions. It just boggles my mind. What are these people thinking? Why are you defending this? That makes no sense to me. I mean, these skins... already, I hate microtransactions in games. I hate them. But I'm still going to complain about them, but you kind of have to accept that they're going to be in EA, Activision, and 2K games. They're going to be in those. Because those are the most money-hungry companies. I'm probably missing a couple. But those are the ones that come off the top of my head as the most money-hungry microtransaction-y, squeeze every penny you can out of the consumer company. And people are defending it every single time, and I just don't get it. By defending this kind of shit, you're making the games worse. You're making it worse. You're telling them that just go ahead and just keep making less content and then charge for the content I would have gotten otherwise in a normal game. Just keep doing that. That's fine. Ignore the people that have genuine complaints. And I have a whole video I want to do on the word entitled, but I'd love to cover that, but not right now. And the game itself, now I'm gonna be honest, I didn't sign up for the stupid EA VIP pass, whatever it is called. I didn't sign up for that. I'm gonna be playing the one next weekend, or this coming weekend. And then I'll give my impressions, if it's even worth talking about. I guess it is. I mean, this is the new giant EA game. You kind of have to talk about it so you can kind of let people know what you think. But from the gameplay I've seen, it just looks so generic. I mean, look at this character. It looks like the same character in God knows how many different games. I mean, you just cover up the Anthem and go, oh, is that Destiny? No. Is that Halo? No. Is it Titanfall? No. Oh, it's Anthem. Okay. All right, cool. Exciting. I can't wait to play that game. The only part that looks like fun at all is the flying. And that's it. Just the flying. I mean, it's just another game. It's going to have the different levels of rarity and the loot drops, and you're going to be doing more damage to giant damage sponges, and it's going to take forever to kill the boss because you got to shoot it 1 billion times. I feel like we just keep seeing this type of game because it's the most easily monetized game. And it just feels lazy. I understand they've been working on it since before Destiny 1. Is that what I've heard? That can't be right. That's such a long time for a game that still isn't working right. And that's the thing that baffles me is that's another thing that just, why? Why are you this buggy? Why are you this messed up? Why can you not even have the servers working correctly if you've been working on it for this long? If you've made this many online games, Ubisoft is another money-hungry company. There's just so many of these online games that just don't launch correctly, and I don't get it. How are you not prepared? You've got to know a lot of people are going to try your game. A lot of people are interested in Anthem. If not, just they're curious. They just want to know what it is. And I feel like the hype train for this game ended a long time ago. And for me, E3 kind of killed my hype for this game. They showed the game, it looked samey, the graphics didn't look too super impressive. It just looked like third-person Destiny. It's just another one of those games where you've got that hub world with a couple people dancing in place and trying to bother people and jumping around for no reason, and it's just another one of those games. I'm just not excited at all, especially after seeing how many problems. I mean, when the beta has this many problems, the main game is going to have problems. The game's only like a month away. It's less than a month away. It launches like February 22nd. That's insane to me. Do they not have playtesters anymore? Do they not have quality control? Did all these companies just fire them? From what I've heard, these quality control people are not paid that much. Just hire more. You know? That's just insane to me. The level of greed with the $20 skins and the level of incompetence with all of these bugs and just failure to launch. It's just ridiculous. And I feel like a broken record. I feel like I've talked about this same sort of thing so many times now. And it's not even my fault. I mean, I have to talk about it when it happens. And EA's doing it again. They're doing everything they can to make a penny off of you. And I feel like, hopefully, more and more people are seeing through this shit and not going to be buying this game day one. But even with Battlefront 2, that game still sold millions of copies. I know I own a copy now. You're like, Fanta, you're a hypocrite. I bought that game when it was like $7-something. It was $7 in change. I was not going to spend the $60 on a game that you could tell that $60 was just to get you in to their casino to start buying loot boxes. It was like a cover charge. It was barely the game. And now, I mean, it's gotten a lot better, but the fact that a lot of these games come out and they're just these greed-riddled messes, I hate the discussion of it's just cosmetics, and especially in a third-person game where you're playing online with lots of people. Cosmetics mean a lot to a lot of people. There are almost every game out there that you play online, you spend tons of hours just trying to make your character look cool. That's a huge aspect. World of Warcraft has that whole thing where you can make any piece of armor look like any piece of armor because it's that important. It matters what your character looks like. You want to look like a badass. It makes sense. That's why they charge for cosmetics, because they know people want them. And that's why I think cosmetic microtransactions are still stupid. You, again, could think I'm completely wrong. You're fine with microtransactions, but if you're charging me $60, don't give me that bullshit that games are expensive to make. Just don't do it. Don't give me that, because they're making a profit, and they have told their investors, you know, we're taking the loot boxes out of FIFA because we were breaking the law in Belgium, but that's not going to hurt our bottom line. Just like when Battlefront 2, when they took the loot boxes out of it, they're like, oh, well, those loot boxes really weren't going to, like, help us that much in profit anyway. So if they're going to be saying that, stop putting fucking microtransactions in my game. That's all there has to say. I have no hype for this game. I'll try the demo. I'll give the gameplay an open mind. Maybe the gameplay is fun, but from what I've seen, it just looks like more of the same, but with a, I was going to say a different skin, but it's so slightly different. It's ridiculous. It's just a tired concept. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like the video if you guys liked it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of Anthem, if you've gotten a chance to play the demo yet. How you feel about these insanely expensive skins. Like, I'm already against them, but now they're like even more expensive. Now these cosmetic microtransactions are even more expensive. And the thing is, before I do my post-credit scene, the thing is, remember this. You need to remember this. Everybody needs to remember this. If you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile every single time. Every single time. Remember horse armor? Remember how pissed off people were about horse armor? That was armor that was like $5 for your horse. It was a cosmetic. It was a cosmetic item. People thought it was a joke. You're like, what, $5 for just horse armor? That's so stupid. But that at least came with a quest and a couple other interesting things. Is that stupid? Yes, it is stupid. And I wish we kept that mentality of how stupid horse armor was and applied it to now. When did we start thinking horse armor was okay? Huh? When is it okay that slapping a different shader on this armor is okay for $20? I don't know what happened. I can't trace back to the game that normalized it. But if you normalize that these skins are okay for $20, they're gonna do it for everything. They're gonna do it for everything. Not every company will, but you know for a fact that EA, Activision, 2K, Ubisoft, any greedy company out there is gonna pull that trigger, and they're gonna take every penny they can. Thanks for watching, and even when games like this that were initially exciting or disappointing, have a fantastic day anyway. There's so many great games out there. Seriously, there's so many. I don't even have freaking time to play them all. For those wondering, I'm drinking peach pear LaCroix. You know, it doesn't sound great on paper, but it's actually pretty good. Really crisp. It's got that fresh pear taste. I don't know. It's really interesting. It tastes like a pear. It tastes like I'm drinking a pear. And I know that's like, well, no shit. It's called peach pear. But now that I don't think I've ever had a pear flavored anything. Pear is just that weird fruit that you occasionally eat, but it's usually disappointing. Because they like really juicy, delicious, not too soft, but not firm pear, you know what I mean? Where you bite into it and there's like a little bit of give, but it's kind of got that, I don't know how to talk about it. There's like two types of pear. There's like the nice, ripe, delicious pear that's juicy and wonderful, and you're like, oh man, why don't I eat pears more often? And then you like the really crunchy, shitty pears, and you're like, oh, this is just awful. This is why I don't eat pears. Yeah.